Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be dissertating and talking about having a Capricorn Sun and an Aquarius Ascendant in a natal chart. Now, these two signs are adjacent. I see them as neutral in terms of the compatibility. Now, you look at Capricorn Sun. Capricorn is a feminine sign. It is introverted. It is reserved. Capricorns can be very pragmatic and practical. Now, you have Aquarius Ascendant. Aquarius is a masculine sign. It's extroverted. It's like they often have that universal friend syndrome. They could be outgoing, and they could be sociable, being the fact that it is an air sign, especially now. And an Aquarius can actually be ingenious and unorthodox, while Capricorn Sun can be orthodox and conservative. So you may have some vacillation with this. However, with Aquarius rising, being the outer demeanor and what is generally going to be dominant as far as what others see, especially on that first impression, the Aquarian tendencies will likely come out stronger, though the Capricorn Sun may come out more in private. And especially, I think, if the Sun in Capricorn in the person's chart with the Aquarius rising Sun in Capricorn if it happens to fall in the 12th house. Now, when we look at natal chart, the sun sign represents our basic ones, while the rising sign or ascendant can represent the manner or method in which one attains these basic ones. So, Capricorn Sun, the basic ones can be connected with career, authority, responsibility, success, being productive, attaining their ambitions, and things that are business related, things pertaining to business perhaps. Now, with Aquarius Ascendant, now perhaps this person attains one or more of these things by perhaps through friendships. Maybe there's some networking involved, or there's something, or might be done in maybe an unorthodox like manner. It may be done through using superior mental ability, perhaps through ingenuity. It could be by being spontaneous, by showing an ability to be independent, perhaps showing selflessness or even humanitarianism. Now, and it may also, one or more of these things may be attained through the Aquarius-like profession, especially as far as career and or business-related matters go. Perhaps something with innovation. This person might bring their strong Capricorn business acumen and inject into something where they're selling something like innovative, or maybe computer electronic type components, something like even like a manager running a Radio Shack. I could see a person with this combination doing something like that. It may apply, put their Capricorn seriousness perhaps into something Aquarius like aeronautics. And these things might be, the things I'm going to be just talking about might be maybe these career-related, business-related things that are connected maybe with this, with as far in this case with Capricorn Sun, I was telling you about with the basic wants in the career and business-related things. Maybe it could be this person might attain this perhaps through the Aquarian careers that I was just talking about before. And also some other Aquarian careers might be radio, television announcer, something connected with aeronautics, rocket scientists, even in some extreme cases. Perhaps even through an esoteric subject such as astrology. And I think it was interesting that Rush Limbaugh is, as many of you may know, is a fairly renowned radio talk show host, and he is a Sun in Capricorn with Aquarius Ascendant. And what I say with him is he's attaining these Capricorn Sun-like ambitions and career aims through something with radio and radio. So being like a radio talk show host, which seems to me that's very Aquarian-like, and of course he's kind of a little bit unorthodox, maybe to some people, and he comes across maybe as a little bit of eccentric, which of course is the Aquarius Ascendant. Basically, I'm going to do this my way, and that's basically it. And whether he's controversial, he's not worried about what others believe. So really, that I see a very strong Aquarius with that. But you also, this is connected with the, I believe, the Capricorn, those career like ambitions as far as the Capricorn basic ones. Well, anyway, people, it's important to look at the aspect, if any, that is made between the Capricorn Sun and the Aquarius Ascendant, because this could indicate whether these energies may integrate well or not integrate as well. So anyway, let's say if you have a conjunction aspect between the Capricorn Sun and the Aquarius Ascendant. Now let's say the Capricorn Sun is at 28 degrees and the Aquarius Ascendant is at 2 degrees. This could be very intensifying, and you might have this real intense merging of these particular energies. Now, let's say you can have a sextile aspect take place between this. I guess you consider it an out-of-sign sextile aspect. Let's say you have the Capricorn Sun at 1 degree and the Aquarius Ascendant at 29 degrees. This could be auspicious and positive and have a little better integration and blending than otherwise indicated. Now, they are neutral by sign, and you still have that being neutral by sign, but if you have a sextile aspect, you'll make these blend in a little bit better. So, you could also have a minor aspect take place. You could have a semi-sextile aspect take place between the Capricorn Sun and the Aquarius Ascendant. Let's say the Capricorn Sun is at 29 degrees and the Aquarius Ascendant is at 29 degrees. Well, that would form a semi-sextile aspect, which I consider slightly positive because it's like the sextile, but only it's modified and it's not as strong as intense as the sextile aspect. Now, you could also have a semi-square aspect take place between these energies. Let's say the Capricorn Sun is at 12 degrees and the Aquarius Ascendant is at 27 degrees. That would form a semi-square aspect, which I would consider slightly adverse because it's not like a square aspect, but in terms of its intensity, but it's still like modified version of it, and it's still negative, and you could have some feelings, even if this person is not cognizant of their astrological placements, some feelings of maybe feeling misconstrued or misunderstood by others due to the fact that what you may feel, what you're projecting outwardly may be strongly different than what is going on inside, which could cause some feelings of exasperation and tension. Now, it's also important to look at the house that the Sun in Capricorn is posited in, because even though the Aquarius Ascendant energy may strongly cloak and suppress the Capricorn energy, it will still come out likely, at least somewhat prominently, in that particular house that it's posited in. So let's say you have the Sun in Capricorn in the 10th house. Well, this actually is a double emphasis of Capricorn, and being an angular house, this could come out pretty strongly because planets in angular houses generally will be more accentuated and will figure more prominently, come out stronger. Now, this can indicate that this person may put that seriousness of Capricorn, that responsibility, and perhaps being very orthodox and methodical in matters connected, perhaps in their career, in their livelihood, in matters connected with authority, and as far as their public image may go, and be very, very prudent and cautious regarding maybe those matters. So, let's say that the Sun in Capricorn is in the 11th house. Well, this person may put a lot of that responsibility, that seriousness, that Capricorn prudence, that thing, caution and premeditation, planning ahead, matters connected with their aspirations and goals, friends and acquaintances, and perhaps even through humanitarian endeavors. Now, if the Sun in Capricorn is posited in the 12th house, well, this person may take their private life very seriously and be very consistent with matters connected with it, and show a lot of responsibility in this area or in these areas of this person's life, and have a lot of organization connected with it. But at the same time, if the Sun is in the 12th house, the Sun may be dissipated to some degree because the cadent houses, and I think especially the 12th house, can lessen that energy of that particular planet that is in there. Well, anyway, people, That'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment for having the Sun in Capricorn and an Aquarius Ascendant in a natal chart. Stay tuned next time where I'll be dissertating and talking about having a Capricorn Sun and a Pisces Ascendant in a natal chart. Two things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you, and make an analysis of a person, astrologically speaking, based on this alone, because astrologically speaking, the person is the sum of all their components in their natal chart, and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.